We love you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please apologize for, we apologize for the CPT. You can blame it on ME because it is my fault. Anyway, we're going to give you a good show regardless of what time it is, because not only is this show special, we got a special guest here as well. But before I get to that,
hey.
Introduce myself as this evening's host, Marquita Spears, also known as Auntie Kita. And I am on the scene, baby, with the HBIC, the CEO, the woman who makes this all happen, Marva Foster.
Yay! Yay!
Yes. And I'm about to introduce one of our favorite guests here, okay? Not only is this woman, she does it all. She wears many hats. But let me give you a proper introduction of who we will be chatting with today. So we're going to talk with entrepreneur, actress, mentor, Kaia Love. When people experience trauma and difficult life situations, it is not unusual when people for their lives to change. I'm sorry, y'all. Kaia's obligation is to bring healing and hope for their lives, bringing healing and hope to those that have been through stressful experiences. Her focus is young girls to help them find healthy perceptions of themselves and strengthen their relationship in order to know themselves as confident, peaceful, and safe. Not only is she a business owner, she's also a mentor, an author, and an actress. She wrote a book titled The Shattered Innocence of Yaya Jackson, which is a story of her life growing up, which we will talk about later. So you guys, help us welcome to the show, Kaia Love.
Hey!
Welcome. Yeah, I gotta forgive me for that rough one.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yes. Well, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all for having me.
Yes. Your bio has a lot. You do a lot, and there's a lot to dig into because you are one of the most awesome women that I know. I've met before, a little bit here and there. So for you to be on the show with us today is going to be so much fun, and I'm just excited to get it started.
All right.
Yes, but you are not the only thing special on this show. Can you believe it? Because this is our season finale.
Whoa. Okay.
So you are ending the season with us today. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do a little reminiscing, and we're going to motivate, inspire, and empower everyone who watches the show this evening.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So let's get it. Let's start off, Kaia Love. Give the folks a little bit of your background. Like, where are you from? And, before you became the wonderful woman you are today.
So I am from the west side of Chicago. I spent most of my childhood on the west side of Chicago. And I have lived on the south side as well too. But like I said, most of my childhood was spent on the west side of Chicago.
Okay.
Our family lived west and south. So yeah.
Okay, west side, south side, represent. I'm not mad at that. So I'm sure your upbringing, made you to be the hustler, I would say, that you are today. Because
I basically I grew up kind of sort of poor. Okay. Like at the beginning stages of my early life. I didn't have the most finer things in life until later on, maybe around my adolescent, teenager years. I was privileged to have certain things in my life at that time then. But growing up, I really had it hard growing up. I had a hard, traumatic life. starting at a very young age. And that was the reason for me wanting to write the book that I wrote.
Yeah, I can see that. And you know, a lot of people want to be a writer, want have a story that they want to get out, you know. Sometimes you just don't know how to get that done. So
Okay.
let us know about your journey, about your book, right? How did you get started? What made you say, you know, I'm about to write this book? And then how did you get it going?
So it was definitely a God idea. So I knew that my life was different. And I knew that my story had to be told, you know, and only person that can tell my story is me. You feel me? Because I lived it. And I decided to tell the story. I talked to so many different women that I ran across, and they dealt with the same type of lifestyle, the same type of background that I had. They had as well too. So in talking to them and learning that a lot of them were existing in the shell, that really didn't really know how to be, they were functioning. They weren't addicts or anything. Some of them were, but they were just going through the motions of life. You feel me? They didn't know how to be a parent, an employee, a wife, or whatever, a woman. They just exist. They were living in a world of existence. And so in talking to these people, I don't know why God chose me to strike up conversations with, because I'll talk to anybody. I'll talk to anybody. And I'm in the store or I'm here or there or whatever, and I'm letting people know, you know, God loves you. And I see something on people. So I strike up a conversation and just start talking. And when I talk, it's like there's no accident. There's no happenstance in God. And I believe that anything that happens is for a reason. And so even the people that I was talking to, that was for a reason and a purpose. Just the other day, I had someone come over and visit, and they just needed to be in my presence. They just needed to be around me, to have a conversation with me. They were going through some of the same things that I went through in my childhood. And I just began to talk and minister to this young lady and let her know that it's okay. I know the space that you're in, been there, done that. And the tears just began to flow. She cried and cried and cried. And once upon a time, I felt bad about sharing my story, you know, because it's a very hard thing, you know. It's a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, you know, but I knew telling my story will help someone else. I knew talking about the things that I went through would help heal someone else. And also just to let them know that there's hope. There is hope that they can move on. They can get past their past. They can move on past their past. You feel me? And it was like I was determined to not be a victim. And so because of that, I knew that I wanted to be something other than a victim. So I didn't call myself a victim. I didn't walk in the woe is me and I wish I would have, could have. No, I always knew that I had to fight for mine. I had to fight because that's what I grew up doing. I grew up fighting. My story, my background is so at 7 years old, and this is and I don't want to give too much of the story. I will want to, you know, people to get the book, to get the book. And if there's anybody that is struggling with the same things, I have a workshop that I can walk them through. I have 12 steps of healing, 12 steps that will walk them through their healing, that will get them to the next level in their lives. But my story is, it's about child sexual abuse. Now, I was 7 when my abuser, which is my stepfather, I was 7 when that took place. And that happened, and it broke me. It tore me up. And it's the grace of God that I'm here, standing in my right mind, full of life, full of joy. You feel me? At 50 years old. And I have no problem with telling people my age, because I'm blessed to have made it this far. You feel me? Because of everything that I've been through, because of my childhood and my growing up, I felt I've laid in places that people wouldn't even imagine. I mean, on a park bench, on the, homeless, you feel me? And with a child, with a baby. And so I have something to say. And when I speak about what it is that I have to say, people listen. And not only do people listen, people literally get healed. Deliverance come. You feel me? I don't brag on the things that God have blessed me with, but I have an anointing on my life for healing and walking people through deliverance and being delivered from childhood sexual abuse.
Yeah, that's a heavy story. And what a lot of people really don't realize is that more people have gone through that than they believe, than they know.
Yes.
Absolutely. And typically that's really hard to release. A lot of people hold on to that, and the things go crazy in their life, not realizing that they never address the childhood trauma that they experienced. And so I know that you said that you're there to help people get past the past, right? Was there anyone in your life that you actually talked to help you get past your past?
Yes, there is. Several people that helped me by way. One of them was a young lady named L.A. Holtz, and she was very instrumental in even me bringing out my story, because I wasn't going to write. I didn't want to write it. I didn't want to put it out there. I felt that it would make me look a certain way, this type of thing, but I didn't care about that, because my thing was this: I was 7 years old. So if anybody will look at me wrong, sideways, twisted, blah, 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 because of what happened to me in my past, then there's something wrong with them.
Amen.
So the reason for me putting my story out there is to help someone else. That is my goal, to help someone else get past their past, period, point blank. So LA helped me. We had sessions where I would talk and record myself and talk to her, and then that's where the book came in. I was like, all of this stuff that I have compiled, I need to start my book. This is going to jumpstart the healing, not only for myself but for others. You feel me? And so once I started writing, I began to release and to begin to heal even more so. And this whole thing, even now, what I'm talking about, it went a whole different way, because I had my intentions was not even to talk about the book first, because I had other things in mind, as far as to not even talk about the book, period, to kind of, because it's coming out, it's a relaunching going on, happening in September. So I wanted to sum it all up with the book, but I mean, however, whichever way that is going is good. So I'm just gonna flow with it.
Absolutely. Because you never know. You like you said, everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
You never know who needed to hear what you've already said, who needed to hear that story, who's already struggling with that, and it can be watching right now. I'm like, you know what? Kaia did it, you know? And so we wanted to bring the book up because it says it's the shattered innocence of Yaya Jackson. That was a part of you that helped catapult you to the good part that you're experiencing now, which we're going to get to, because you are a boss, my love. You know, you are doing it. Absolutely. You did not let those traumas in your past stop you from getting to where you are today. So I wanted to bring up that first so that we can get to the a little way.
but keep in mind too that there used to be a time that I couldn't talk about this. Mm-hmm. There used to be a time that, like I'm having this conversation with you, I couldn't freely talk about it without crying. I wouldn't even be like, have my face out here like that. Once upon a time, not too long ago, maybe, you know, like I said, I'm 50. So in my early 30s, I was still being healed. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. Like I wouldn't look in the mirror long enough I look in the mirror long enough to do what I need to do. And that was it. I thought I was the ugliest thing walking the face of earth. You know, and because of the things that I experienced in my childhood, that's what molded me into that way. But today, it's a different day. You feel me? Today, I'm a different person. Today, I'm a healed being. You feel me? And now having this conversation and look at, like, you can't keep me out the mirror now. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? I know that I am beautiful, not only on the inside, not only on the outside, but also on the inside. I know that that's even where my name came from. My biological name is not Kaia Love. My name is Rakaya. So it's Rakaia. And so everything around me wanted to hate, wanted to be mean, wanted to be angry. Everything around me growing up. And God gave me that. I was looking for, when I first started acting, I was looking for a stage name. And I don't know, most people may not think the spiritual light of it, but I believe God, and I believe that God talks to me. And I said I needed a name. And God said, I called you Love. And when I heard that, I called you Love, I was like, wow, that's it. That's my name, Kaia Love. So I just dropped the R.A. from Rakaya and kept Kaia, and it's Kaia Love. You feel me? So everything about me now, like I look at myself as a love igniter. I believe that that's my calling and that's my place. And that's where I start. That's why I started the mentorship program, the Girl Be Beautiful mentorship program, because I knew that I had to pour love into others, into young girls that did not love themselves, that did not believe that they were beautiful, that did not believe that their hair was beautiful, that their skin was beautiful. You feel me? So I had to spew that off onto these young girls. And I was also mentoring young men as well too. And one of my mentees called me on yesterday. He told me that he's going to be a senior this year. I've been out of touch with him for a while, but he told me, he said, Miss Kaia, I'm be a senior. I changed schools, blah, blah, blah. I just want you to know how much you mean to me. Like, I love you. Like, you're like my second mother. Wow. And he comes from a single parent home, and it's just him and his mom and brothers. And he told me, he said, my mom speaks highly of you. He said, I love my mentor. He said he tells his girlfriend that, and all of that. And so that means a lot to me that I was able to make a difference in a young man's life. That I was able to say, you can get. Exactly. And if I hope I'm not talking too much, shut me down. If
I did not tell you there's no such thing. And I mean, and what you're saying, I mean, we all can resonate with, you know? Right. And the fact that that's what you do it for. You do it to help somebody else, you know?
Absolutely.
And you're doing just that. I'm not going to stop you from talking because you're saying what you need to say.
All right.
But yeah, I want to congratulate you on being such a wonderful mentor, and just keep up the good work with that, because it's showing by just receiving the love from the other people that's telling you, like, man, you're dope. You helped me out a lot. So that's better than money, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get into the acting part. Okay, you guys, she talked about a book. She gave us a lot in there now, okay? But she didn't give it all. So you guys make sure you go get the book when it comes out. Give us a little bit more about the release of the book, and then we're going to go on to the next topic because you have a lot.
I do. So the release of the book is happening in a couple of weeks. I really don't know the date. I believe it's the 18th, September the 18th. Mm-hmm. There's a two-part book. There's a novel portion of the book, and then there's the 12-step of the book where there's affirmations and scriptures in the book. And I am positive that this book will walk anybody that has been through childhood sexual abuse, that it will walk them through their healing. Mm-hmm. Once they're finished with the book, it's a workbook journal. So once they're finished with the book, I am absolutely sure that book will bring them the healing that they've been looking for, the healing that they need.
Nice. Absolutely. So make sure when that book comes out, we will let you all know how to get that book in your hand, in your possession, because her story is shared to help the next person. That's right. And I mean, I'm sure what you've already shared has helped someone. I am almost confident. It even helped me in some areas. I'm not even lying. So
see there?
Okay.
You're welcome, babe. You're welcome.
So let's talk about your acting. Now we done dropped the RA. Now we're talking to Kaia, right? We want to talk about the acting part. So give us a little background about what you've done in the acting world and what made you say, I want to be an actress.
So my brothers would always say I've always been acting in just, in my everyday. So I wanted to do something with myself once my children became of age. Everybody got out the house. I was an empty nester pretty much. And I was like, what am I going to do for me? What am I going to do? So I started pursuing things. I knew entrepreneurship was number one. So after that, I said, well, what do I want to do for fun? What do I want to do for me? What can I do to kick back, let my hair down, and just simply be? Mm-hmm. And in order for me to simply be, that's in the acting. I'm able to just simply be. Right. Simply be whomever I want to be. You feel me? And I can have long hair. I can have short hair. I can have teeth. I can have no teeth. I can be drunk. I could be whatever the role is. You feel me? I can cry. I can laugh. All of that. So that in itself made me want to, first of all, get the acting courses. I started at ETA. Mm-hmm. I started at ETA doing acting classes with Renako Jahi, and who is also Jennifer Hudson's acting coach.
Oh, cool.
For this piece that she just did, Aretha Franklin, and for the other movie, Dream Girls. Yes, he was her acting coach as well too. So that was exciting when he told me that. You know, he on the phone with Jennifer Hudson while we in class and everything, and I was like, "Whoa, you know, this is big." Yeah. So that was exciting. I'm kind of losing light. Do I need to turn on the light somewhere, y'all?
Well, I mean, it's shining bright within anyway.
Oh, okay. There we go. So, yeah, so I was excited about that, and I continued and I pursued on, and I've done many plays, many movies. I've done some background work. Mm-hmm. Barbara and I worked on her film before years ago. What was it? Entrepreneur, Barbara?
Yep.
Yeah. And so, so many different areas, so many different people that I've come across and that I work with. And yeah, I love acting. I love acting. It allows me to be everything. You know, yes, I can be everything and everybody all at once. You feel me? So yeah, I love it.
That's and awesome.
And also with that, I am my The Shattered Innocence of Yaya Jackson is also gonna be on the big screen one day real soon. The screenplay is already written. So I just have to, thank you. I just have to get everything together as far as, you know, script and getting everybody on board, the actors and actresses. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to be no problem, honey.
Okay.
Because like you said,
I know,
people just attracted to you.
I know so many of y'all. I know so many of y'all. So, yeah.
Yes, and I can't wait to see it, if not be in it, whatever. You know,
I know, right?
I'm here for it. I'm here for it, and I am here for you. Okay.
Oh, so thank you, babe.
I love how you intertwine the book with the acting, and now it's going to be stage play, film, all of the above, right? That shows your entrepreneur skills, right? Your ability to just make things happen. So that moves us along to your med spa, boo. Now, I got some areas on here.
Okay. Come on, see me. We'll hook it up, baby.
You know, a little here and a little here. And so med spa, a lot of people are not familiar with med spa. So for those who are just now hearing about it, although it is becoming more and more popular, in our community especially, just give us a little thing about what is med spa and why do we need to go to one?
So it is definitely trending all over the place, all over the world. You feel me? And so how the idea came from, so first of all, I've been an esthetician for 8.5 years now. And so I kind of got bored with it. I got bored of the regular facials and the waxing and the eyebrow this and all of that. I kind of got bored with that. So when the body contouring came on the scene, I was like, okay, let's see what this do. So I enrolled in it in a class to learn body contouring. I wasn't satisfied because the training, I'm a teacher by trade. I've taught kindergarten and first grade. I was an elementary teacher for 20 years in my earlier years. And so, so being a teacher by trade, the type of learning that a teacher expects to get is way, you know what I'm saying? It's like off the charts. Not that we're bougie or anything, but it's like, bring it. Come with it. You feel me? So the young lady that taught the class, she was really not educated about what she was teaching. And we as the students were able to pick that up. She gave us a few little handouts and really couldn't even explain what was on the handouts, but her price was $1,500 for that class. And me not knowing, because I failed to do my due diligence and properly research her, find out what was, because I was so ready to get my hands in it, because I was really, really tired of the esthetician. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead, hook up with this girl. Someone actually told me about her, and I did it, wasn't happy. So I was like, oh no. So I end up taking an instructor's class with the body contouring. So I did a 2-in-1. I took the regular body contouring, then I took the instructor's class, so that nobody else would go through what I just went through. So I was like, I got to bring it, for other people. You feel me? So I took this accelerated instructor program, and it was rough. It was tough. It was, it was a little drawn out, but I know I needed it. And so I went from doing the body contouring. I did it for a little while, and then I started being teaching the classes. And so now I do a class every month, and so far my classes every month have been sold out. Nice. And yeah, and I'm really, really excited and proud about that, because just being an instructor and people surround themselves around you. And one of my things that I offer is mentorship. I mentor you after you leave my class. You can call me if you got anything. If you are struggling with a session or procedure or technique or whatever, my phone is always available. I'm always available to talk to my students, because that's what I'm here for. I don't leave them, high and dry in the wind and like, well, no, I taught the class, I did that, I'm done. I'm done. Right, you on your own. No, I walk them through the whole process, all the way through the opening of their business, because that's the goal. And not only am I an instructor, I went further to get the accreditation and licensing for it. So when people are taught by me, they're also able to get accredited and licensed through the Med Spa Association. And that way they can practice all over the world, it's National Med Spa Association. So I'm really proud about that as well too. Took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, money, but I needed to do it for me and for my students.
Yeah, I mean, no one said it was going to be easy.
Oh, baby.
The grades don't get there easily, okay? You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's amazing that, you worked this hard and you've made it available for other women or whoever. You don't necessarily have to be a woman, I'm sure.
Yeah, but you're right. It's men and women, but the majority are women. And my thing is, I feel like I'm the difference, because I'm creating boss women as well too. You feel me? And I it's a community that's being built. You feel me? So they all kind of stick with me. We do things together, and it's dope. It's dope.
I know. Now I actually have a men's spa in the area that I work at too. So I kind of want to talk about the services that you provide. We know you got the training for those who want to dig in and become their own bosses, which I suggest you do. But also for those who just want to get some procedures done by you. Let's talk about some of those services you have. Now, I know once the ladies go get snatched, sucked and snuffed, you're the woman to go to for the lymphatic drainage massage, right?
Absolutely, yes.
What the heck is that for people that don't know?
Right. So for the lymphatic drainage massage, so if you go and you get an invasive tummy tuck 360. You go to Miami or wherever you go. And afterwards, while you're healing, you need the liquid, the fluid builds up. And so you need that to be flushed through your lymphatic system. And so what I do, what I offer, we all at Create Life Oasis, we offer the lymphatic drainage massages, and we get down deep so that you can drain all of those fluids through your lymphatic system.
Oh, wow. Which is awesome. Now, it's another cool one. You know, folks like myself, we want it, right? It is the laser lipo, or what's the C word? Cavitation. Boom.
So yes, I also do laser lipo, cavitation, and that's like a 3-part treatment, 3-step treatment, and I call it the non-invasive tummy tuck. So because that is the most sought out area of the stomach for that treatment. And so that is, so and the results speak for themselves. Like, I have pictures of people that have done the sessions, and I always do a before and after picture. And the after picture is usually 45 minutes after the first picture is taken. And people are looking at that like, wow, the results that you see from that. And they have 2 different ways. We use heat, but other people use cold. I mean, you can do it with ice, or you can do it with heat. I do it with heat. I never like being cold. So I don't want to put no cold or no ice on nobody else. But there's other people that do the ice.
Yeah.
And so there's also the BBL, non-invasive BBL. So we do the non-invasive BBL with the cups. We put the cups, the butt cups on the butt. You know how that go. And we through a series of treatments, you actually see the results. Actually see the results. We also have the skin tightening facial, where we use radio frequency to tighten the skin on the face and all over the body. We have a radio frequency tool for the face, the neck, and for the entire body. So we also have cellulite treatments, and that's one of the lymphatic drainage, the tummy tuck, and the cellulite treatments are my high price, my most valued sessions. People come and get those sessions. And I didn't mean to say high price, but
most requested.
yes. And so they come for those treatments, and I'm not bragging on myself, but you
I'm
doing bragging it on myself.
Thank you. You better brag on yourself.
It's definitely they're getting results.
Yes. Now, I promised you I was going to get you out of here at 8:00, and I can go on and on about these med spa services, because I've seen some of your work on your Facebook, and it's amazing. So let the ladies know, if you want to get service here in Chicago by Kaia Love, where can they go get this done?
They can come to 10903 South Michigan. That's Create Life Oasis. Create Life Oasis can be found on Facebook as well as Instagram. And my number is 708-690-4125.
Okay, you guys. So yes, make sure you call her, go check her out. Her name is Kaia Love on Facebook, so you can go see it for yourself. I did, and I need to book me an appointment, girlfriend.
Hey, check it out. Check it out, baby.
Requested.
let me say this. whenever you and Barbara ready to come, you all get a discounted half off on your first session.
Okay. I'm winning.
So just let me know. Hey, just let me know.
Y'all heard it here. She can't take it back because we recorded it. 50% off for your girl Kita K and Marva Foster.
Okay.
Kaia Love, I've had so much fun talking to you today. And even though we could not get all of the things that you do because you wear many hats, and I salute you, my sister, because you're doing what a lot of people can't do. And you have overcome your struggles, your shattered innocence. You have made a way to help others get over theirs. You have created journals and steps and instructions on if you can't figure it out, I can at least help you get there step by step, which is awesome, amazing. Yeah, and then you're not stopping. So I look forward to
no stopping, baby. Ain't no stopping.
Ain't no
as long as it's breath in my body. Okay.
Yes.
I'm a half of 100. I hope to live 50 more years. You feel me?
Yes.
So as long as it's breath in my body, baby, I'm gonna keep on moving.
And you can. Because you got that type of spirit that it ain't got no wavering in it. So you good. And hopefully I'll be good once I see you at the marathon. So before we go, you guys, remember at the beginning of the show, I had mentioned a very big kaboom. It is our season finale.
Yes.
Cue the tears. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we here at On the Scene, Marva Foster and myself, want to share some of our memorable moments throughout the year before we take our break. We're coming back, though. I don't know if Marva will have me, but I'll be back.
Definitely. And you will be back, too.
You'll be back, too, Kaia. So take a moment to just reminisce with us as we go back to visit some of our good moments here on the scene. And then we'll be right back.
All right. Come on with it.
Let me make sure I'm doing this right, y'all. Y'all know I got right.
Let's get it.
De La Faye, okay.
And that's a wrap.
Oh my God. That was beautiful.
That was so nice.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah.
If y'all ever need a guest host, co-host, let me know.
Sure, definitely.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Wasn't it?
Wasn't it? Such a great year. I said, there's no way she's going to tell me I'm doing a season finale and then we don't go over all that stuff. No, absolutely not.
Thank you.
Guys, I had so much fun chatting it up with you, Kaia. Mara, you've done a beautiful, beautiful season this year, and I look forward to the show coming back. Kaia, before you go, can you please share with our audience yet again how they can find you on social media and your spot?
Yes. You all can find me at Create Life Oasis on Facebook and Instagram. And we are located 10903 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. That's 10903 Michigan. Also, the phone number is 708-690-4125. Also, if you want to follow me on my personal page, it's Kaia Love, KAIA LOVE on Facebook, and Coach Kaia Love on Instagram.
Right.
Yes. Awesome.
I put the link for the spot in the comments too.
Hey, thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Oh, I see the finale, Mabra. Is there some parting words you want to give to our audience? Since it will be a while before they see us again.
Well, I just want to thank all my loyal supporters and viewers that have been with me since day one. Honesty can't happen without, our supporters and our viewers. And I thank everyone for that and continue to bring some great interviews for the future.
Yes. And there's going to be some great ones.
Oh,
okay?
Yeah.
You showed up, you showed off this week. So I know the next year is going to be great. If you are watching and you want to be on next season's episodes, you need to reach out to Mabra. And how can they do that?
They can email me at we are on the scene 1@gmail.com. Or you can inbox me through our Facebook page at On the Scene, or on Instagram On Scene and the number 1. Same thing on Twitter.
Great. And that is all for this evening's episode of On the Scene. It has been my pleasure to be your host for this evening. I want to give a special shout out to my other beautiful co-host, Chiquita Bananas, who is here when I am not here, and I'm here and she's not here. So, tag team life, keep. But anyway, if you guys want to follow me, I am Auntie Kita, AUNTIEKITA on TikTok. That's where you'll find me acting a fool. Or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll also see some of my foolishness. Or you can just follow me on my regular Instagram at Marquita Epps. Yes, just like Omar, just like Mike. I don't know him, but we're Epps, okay? So that's about it. Toodaloo and happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Keep doing the wonderful stuff that you're doing, girlfriend.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, please do. And I'll be calling you to book my appointment.
Oh, definitely.
All right.
Bye, girlfriend.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.